Hey guys, Matt here with Crypto Blick. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Today is going to be a different type of video. I'm just going to update you on what I've been working on the last few weeks. Why other videos have not been coming out. It's because I've been focusing a lot on building out these Ethereum rigs here. And I've been using the Radeon 6700 XTs mainly for my rigs, and so I'm just tweaking, working with a lot of just new parts and new systems and trying to understand this whole world of crypto mining. So I am not a professional miner. This is something new I'm getting into. And so, you know, for example, one of the things here that I'm trying to understand here is, you know, let's say, for example, here, I've got the power supply over here, the EVGA. One thing I've noticed is that there are not enough proper cables for me to do 6 GPUs on a rig. And so you think it would be easy just to go on Amazon and buy more cables. Well, it's not, because you have to have a particular type of cable for that particular power supply. It has to be one that works with that power supply. You just can't just swap out cables needlessly. But then also I thought, oh, I'll just get some other like third-party cables. That didn't work either because it was not for my PSU. So, and then of course, you know, I went to the manufacturer's website to see if I could just buy a particular cable I'm looking for, because they don't supply enough within their kit for that power supply. They're out of stock, obviously, because it's very popular right now. So that is something I am working on right now, is figuring out, okay, what other things can I do here on these rigs? One example would be here, if you can see it, my risers here. I've got a Molex cable that I'm using here right now to connect two risers. Two risers here on the, yeah, sorry about that. On two risers on one of the rigs. So it allows me to get 5 GPUs on a rig and working just fine. But I mean, I wanted 6. So I'm trying to think about what can I do here to have enough cables, to have all the risers powered up and everything working properly. I'm also learning about HiveOS, what you can and cannot do. It's a very versatile platform to be able to mine with your rigs here and your GPUs. But yeah, I'm learning all about undervolting and overclocking, what that is and what that isn't, what you can and can't do. I mean, seriously, it's a love-hate relationship that I have with these rigs right now, because like I said, I know next to nothing when it comes to GPU mining. So anyways, it's an awesome experience. I love working on these rigs at night. It's kind of like, you know, when guys have their car that they work on, it's their side project. Well, this is something I'm working on myself. Yes, I've got 5 cards running right now. I'm gonna get 5 more up here soon, very soon. But like I said, I wanna have 6 on each rig. That's what I originally planned for. And I did not realize that I wouldn't have enough cables, and it would not be easy to find the cables for these rigs. So here's a request. If you guys know where I can find some 8-pin to 8-pin, which is in the end is split 6 and 2. Okay, so one end is, I look like an idiot here. One end is an 8-pin, the other end is another 8-pin, but it can be split into a 6 and a 2-pin. I would love to have that also to where it's daisy chained on one end, because whether you have the EVGA or some other power supplies, they have a limited amount of those daisy chained ones. Those would be fantastic. I would love to have just 6 of those. It would be an easy setup. I would be done. If I could just go to EVGA and buy several of those, I could have these rigs up and running in no time. It would be done, but that's not allowed right now because they're out of stock. So if you guys know where I can get some on Amazon, let me know. All right. And then what else? What else is going on? Yeah, so this is just all the boxes I have from everything that I've purchased. I do have some 6700 XTs. That's mainly what I have here, different types. And then I do have one RTX 3080 Ti. It's a beast of a GPU. And so I'm planning to build out some NVIDIA or a rig of NVIDIA cards too. So we'll see what happens there, but I have to get my brain wrapped around these rigs and how I can get the proper cabling in place, because I feel like there's a solution out there and it's just on the, I'm about to grasp it and I just can't find it. So I'm doing my research. I don't want to have to go out and buy a different power supply. I may have to, because I do see others using a different type. It's where it's got like I'm not sure what it's called. It has a card that comes out. It's like an HP power supply or something, but you can put in your cables and there's enough spots, some PCIe slots to put into your GPU. So anyways, that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to figure out how to get the proper cables. The motherboard's working just fine. Oh, another thing here too, make sure your motherboards are updated. So I'm gonna release a video on how to update your motherboard as well. But that's one thing that I was having some stability issues as well. I thought it's a brand new motherboard, it should be fine. Nope, you gotta update that as well. That was easy once I figured out I need to do that, as it almost feels like most of this stuff is. But yeah, other than that, guys, it's a blast. I mean, I'm enjoying it. You know, I've got 3 of the Power Color 6700s here. I have another 4th one I haven't put on yet, but then I have an MSI 6700 and then a Asus dual. I think it's a dual is what it's called. Asus Radeon 6700, and then over here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Tough Gaming 6700s, and then here's the 3080 Ti. So that is what I have here on the rigs, and I'm excited to have it up there. I mean, like, everything works just fine. It's just, oh, I tell you, those power cables, I stupidly thought that I could easily just have all the cables I needed with the power supply, connect it in, boom, 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 and just like, you know, just like with an ASIC. And no, it ain't that easy. So enough of me babbling my mouth off here. I'm gonna sign off, but I'm gonna keep you posted on how things are going. I'll be posting some videos on the rigs, and I did film one on my day off on how to set up a rig, but then I'm learning more as each day goes by, and I'm fixing issues that I had in that video. And so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna get these rigs set up. I'm gonna film parts of it, and then I'll release that video down the road once I have everything working appropriately, because I don't want to put out a tutorial video on how to set these up and then you'd be like, well, Matt, yeah, that's great, you show us how to set it up, but now, you know, everything is crapping out on us, or our GPUs are shutting off, things like that. So anyways, I'll have more content coming your way. If you guys have any questions or recommendations for power cables for an EVGA 1200 P2, let me know. I'd be more than happy to just take care of that and get these things back up and going. So anyways, have an awesome day, guys. Until I see you next time, over and out.